Hi everyone, it's Ben. I'm here to do a 8 colour flip cup. So I thought I'd mix it up a little bit and do something really out of my comfort zone. I like experimenting and having fun, so I thought I'd try this. I was actually halfway through it and then I realised I hadn't even put the camera on. so the cup's already full. But what I have is Eraldo di Polo black and white. I have cobalt hue and warm blue. Lime green and tropical teal, which is a limited edition, the tropical teal one. And melon sorbet and ultraviolet. And the melon sorbet is a limited edition too. So what I had done is I had mixed them 1-to-1 with my Elmer's clear glue 70% water 30% pouring medium, and I decided to put 1 drop of silicone in every cup, including the black and the white. The only thing I did wrong is I forgot to stir the melon sorbet until I started putting it in the cup. So I think this one here's got a full drop in it and the other two don't have any because I didn't stir it before I started pouring. So that was my bad. I don't know, today I'm a little bit distracted. My brain's not exactly working. And my 3 cups are definitely not level. This one's got heaps more in it than medium, than little. So, I don't know. I think I'm just having one of those days today. But that should be no problem. Everything should work out. So I hope you've been enjoying this. Tonight I just wanted to do something a little bit different. I wanted to put more colours in a flip cup. And I really couldn't figure out what colours to do. So I was going to put a red in there as well and not have the lime green, but I don't know, I don't use the green much and I thought maybe I should try it. So it was just, yeah. I'm going to put the 2 smaller ones on the outer and the bigger one on the inner. That way it's a little bit more even. I sprayed my cups with the silicone spray and then wiped it out with a paper towel. So, might as well just get stuck into it. So, I'm really hoping I don't get too much of that green. I want a little bit of pop of green here and there, just to liven it up a little bit, maybe give it something different to what I normally do. But I don't want a lot of it. And I purposely put it at the bottom because I think if I had it near the top, when I laid out the colours, I didn't want the green next to too many other things. So if it was at the top, it will take over the whole painting like green always does. So I thought put it at the bottom. Hopefully I get a couple of green cells, but I don't really want full on green. So altogether, I've got more paint than I normally have. So I don't normally have, I think altogether there was 6, 12, 24, 36, 420 grams of paint. I don't normally use that much on a canvas, but I wanted to see if I did it a little bit different. Instead of stretching my cells so much, I was hoping to keep the cells in a little bit better shape, and I wanted to add extra colours. So I thought, hey, let's just go for an experiment. The way I see it is have fun, try things out of the ordinary and see how they go. So this one here has definitely come off the cup. This one here mostly has. This one here is taking its time. So I'm just trying to let it drain that little bit more. Otherwise I get too much left in my cup. So I really have no idea how these colours are going to go. I'm hoping for the best, and I think that's all I can really do, is just hope that it gives me something different. If I don't like it, oh well, experiment. that's what you got to do. You got to have a little bit of fun with it. Try different things. Sometimes getting out of your comfort zone by doing different colours. Plus, I want to show you guys something different, really. Alright, well I think these have had their time to do what they're going to do. So, 1, 2, 3. Wow, a lot of bubbles. And again, it's cold and my paint feels really thick. Some of them I mixed with a little bit of yellow, a little bit of water, just because they were quite thick. But it looks like while sitting there resting, they've actually thickened up a little bit more again. So it's funny, the greens got to the top. Wasn't expecting the green to really get to the top so much. But that's the thing with flip cups. You don't always know what's going to go where, how it's going to turn out, and that's the fun of it. I really enjoy flip cups. To me, they're entertaining. So, last one. Definitely green again. So I'm just tipping this excess paint that's coming out on the corner. It will end up getting pushed over when I tilt. So I find if I put it on the very, very edge, it ends up getting tipped off. So it's not a problem. Sometimes it just helps that paint move that little bit better. Okay, now I am going to torch now. I am going to get a blue and a green line. Would have preferred it if I had different colours as lines actually. So I've got to pop these bubbles. Far too many bubbles. So ultimately, the only melon sorbet I can see is on the edges. None in this middle bit, which I love that colour. Even though I thought I was going to hate it, I love it. So, torching done. I think I'm going to be a little bit disappointed with those lines that I'm going to get down the middle. Really didn't want them. Come on, paint. And I did get a little bit too close to the canvas in one spot with the torch. It's made the paint ripple. There, it's rippled. So I can see a little bit of the melon sorbet coming through now. So sometimes it's quite strange. For the amount of colours that you put in something, you don't end up seeing them a lot. Like I can't see any of the turquoise. I sometimes wonder whether I should have done 2 layers instead of one layer in the cups might have given me a better assortment of colours. Okay, I'm just going to spin it back so you guys can see what's happening. Alrighty, I'm going to leave it like that for a second. Take my gloves off. I'm going to try one thing and see if this works. I can see more bubbles. I'm just going to see if I can pop them and if it's going to alter the colours in any way. I don't think it's going to alter the colours in any way. So, the one side I don't mind so much is this side. I don't like the other two. I would have to say, I don't like them at all. Not one little bit. So, this... I had a feeling I knew I was going to have a funny day because my day wasn't turning out so great earlier on. So I'm going to move that over slightly. And I'm going to put down some paper towel here. And I'm trying to think, what could I do? I'm gonna swipe it. I'm not 100% how I'm gonna swipe it. I might have to make up a colour. Put it over this edge and swipe it across. So I'm going to pause it and I'll be back in a minute. Alright, I have returned. So, not liking it. I am going to do a quick little test to see whether I can fix it by doing a swipe. Oops, not enough there. So, this may not fix this at all. It might have to be something I'd end up not keeping. So, just going to place that there, and I'm just going to slowly drag. so much trouble getting the paint off these cards. This one's a bigger card, so it's actually quite, well, bigger plastics. It's actually thicker than a lot of my other ones. I'm making a big mess. So do you know what? While it's a big mess, let's just slide it under there and I'll clean it off in a minute. So this is actually looking better. It looks like I may have slightly fixed up my horrible painting. I'm going to put it on a lower setting. Now turn it up and do it from a distance. I would like more cells than I have got. So I didn't have a lot of silicone in it either. So it may not show a lot more cells. Probably should have put a bit of silicone in the black that I did over the top. So because I'm not getting a lot of cells from a distance, I'm just going to try and get a little bit close on a very, very, very gentle heat. I can see some bubbles popping. I've definitely only got it on a very, very low heat. And I'm going over it a lot, but because I got it on such a low heat, so I can say with a pretty good degree that I have improved this. Now, I'm just going to move them out of my way. So the only thing that I would like to improve on more is this back end. So I got a feeling this black I didn't make up. I had it left over when I was looking at my other paints. So I have a feeling this is actually a Floetrol mix. So it is giving me slight different reactions. I'm I'm kind of getting little fractals. I don't know whether I should try and get rid of them or whether I should just leave it. Don't mess with it, just leave it. Because I think I turned a horrible picture into something I'm actually quite happy with. I do like this now. I've got the greens, the purples, the blues. I've got a darker patch over here. I've got a few of the melon colour, the melon sorbet colour coming through in areas. I think for a picture that I would have never ever put on my wall and probably never even given away because I hated it, I've actually turned it into something that I'm quite pleased with. I am just unsure because if I try to pour more black paint onto this back end, I don't know how it's going to react because there is silicone under there. So I don't know whether it's going to keep trying to push the black off or not. I may do, I may not. But for now, I'm going to just leave it as that. I'm going to get the camera and bring you down for a closer look. And hopefully, this is what we would call a redeeming quality of something that I thought was absolutely disgusting. Okay, I'll pause it and bring you down. Okay, there we go. So, try and go down slowly while focusing the camera. It's given me tons of beautiful cells. Really nice shaped cells too. Very small. Come on, focus. Very small but quite nice. So I've got some streaky lines with bunches of cells through it. Does change colour a little bit, but not over the top. It's not liking focusing at the moment. So these cells here are more melony. The camera can't pick up that colour the best at the moment. Certain cameras pick up blues better and certain cameras pick up reds better. It's in cameras. It seems to be something to do with lenses, because I have the same with my photography when I do my plant photography. But yeah, I think I improved this picture greatly. Back out. So that is now how it looks. And it looks a little bit better in real life than it is on the camera. But yeah, I'll consider whether I get rid of that top part or not. I don't like messing with things too much. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. I'm really happy I was able to fix what I thought was horrible. So have a great evening. Subscribe and click the button, the all button, if you want to see more videos. And share my videos. Share them around. That way others can learn how to do paintings. And yeah, have a great evening. Bye.